Here with you again and lesson 4 of our mini course, and today we are going to do some magic. On the first class we've learned with you how to work with fundamental elements of exotic pole dance, how to make nice lines, how to make the movement big and beautiful and smooth, how to engage each part of your body to make it look a certain way. On the second lesson, we've learned how to combine those elements and make transitions, how to make a combo, and how inside of the combo we work on these transitions to make the movement smooth, to create flow, to how to shift your weight, how again we do it technically to create those smooth transitions. And also we've learned a sequence, a combo. On the lesson 3, we took this combo and we put it into the music, and I showed you how the same movement with the meaning, with connection to the music can look different. How I actually think that class was already the magic when you see how differently it looks, how much more sense everything begin to make when we connect to the sound, and so those 3 are very like this already quite a complete piece of the info, but now I'm going to give you more advanced information. So we are going to do step 4 together with step 3 and 5. So as I told you before, they all are connected obviously, and as in this mini course I cannot really split everything as much as, for example, I do in the full course, but I will now show you inside of this lesson how we can upgrade the movement. So we are going to work on the musicality again. It's going to be musicality as well as we did previous time, but on more advanced level. So we are not only going to upgrade the movement expressively, as we did previous time, but we are also going to upgrade them technically. So you will see how we can change the choreo, depending on the sound. And I will also, while we're gonna do it, I will explain why I'm doing it, and you will see the secrets, some secrets of the creation process, because usually I have this on the course, I have it separately, the creation section, where I give you all the techniques. Now I can't do it like this, so I'm just giving some of them here, so you can already see them in action. Okay, so we are going to take the same song, all right? Same song, but a different piece of that song. And I'm going to play it to you now, so you can hear. Same song, you already know it. Okay, so we're gonna take these parts. Why I did it like this? So I will explain. I wanted in the previous class separately show you the musicality only, just purely the musicality, only that part, because this, you don't, as I told you, my philosophy of dancing, that you don't have to know the hard transitions, the complex advanced techniques to be able to dance beautifully, to express yourself, okay? This is a different thing. So now here, I will show you what will happen if you know the musicality techniques, and if you also can upgrade, complicate your transitions, yeah, like when you take them to more advanced level, how that can look. And so the first part of the music is slower, yeah, so it's obviously easier, and I wanted the previous class to be more accessible for more beginner intermediate level. So this time is going to be advanced, okay? So get ready, it's going to be intense, all right? And so it's faster, we're gonna have more, like we're gonna have faster speed, we're gonna have more difficult transitions, and we're gonna have sometimes more intense emotions, okay? So the beginning is going to stay the same. Okay, so I can cry for my age, and then there is like a voice behind, yeah, and we are going to put some extra move here. I already made it before, yeah, I choreographed it yesterday. Usually when I teach this in the EXOSTYLE course that I already told you about, yeah, I do it with you. So I don't prepare in advance. I literally cook in front of you, and you see the whole process. You not only see it, but I also explain everything I do. You see all the good and bad ideas, and I explain why they're good and why they're not. Yeah, and what I don't like and why I want to change things. So here, as I don't have that much time, I am going to give you a ready result because I choreographed it yesterday. Okay, so we're gonna keep in the beginning the same. And I can cry for my age, and we're gonna add here because she says, she starts singing the voice. We're gonna add one more period. So we don't just do this one, but we're gonna add one more. I am going with my hand into a funny grip. Yeah, and I do one extra period here, still on the left leg, so the right leg just slides. Yeah, I don't want to bring the right leg to the front or to the back, it's just staying here. Yeah, just all the weight is on the left leg, and the right leg point, yeah, they are close, so very delicate, elegant position. Yeah, and the hand goes in funny grip, so it can push, and in the end, I can catch. Yeah, I have a whole class dedicated to periods. Yeah, and the technique of periods, because I know periods are pretty challenging movement in the beginning because you feel like you lose the balance and you kind of have so much resistance with the floor. It feels like, yeah, I know that. So I have a whole class dedicated to that. So now I'm not going to stop on the technique of periods, but I'm just teaching this version. Yeah, so we turn on the left leg, we bend the right leg, we put the right hand to the funny grip, we open our chest, we don't incline anywhere, we keep the axis of our rotation vertical, and so we do one full period. And from here, you see, we ended up in the position that we had in the choreo in the beginning. Yeah, so we just add this period, and now we're here. And from here, we're going to go into our butterfly. But we're not going to land to the floor and step. We are going to just go through this transit through the shape. So we are in butterfly, but the knee is not touching the floor. We're pulling up a lot in our top shoulder. We're pushing. We're using the bottom hand to push, and then we step with right and left. Yeah, but we don't go to the floor. Yeah, and then we're gonna raise up here. Yeah, so we are changing. We're making this transition very fast. Yeah, compared to the previous class when we split it into boom, 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 boom. Yeah, here we're gonna go quickly. So I can cry for my age Woo, woo, woo. My life. Yeah, this is going to be my life. The step. Yeah. What is important here when you do this? Transition. Remember, I told you when you do the butterfly, the most important part is that you go around the pole, you shift your weight. So here is the same. You need to start falling. Allow yourself literally to fall here. Yeah, and it really matters here your shoulder. Yeah, we need to have a strong shoulder. So we need to pull up. We don't just hang, but we engage our shoulder blades. We pull the shoulder down to be very strong. So from here, warmth, and then you can open the legs or you can close them. You can keep them together. Yeah, the butterfly is just the shape of the legs. Yeah, but in general, the technique is what happens in your feet and in your shoulders. Yeah, step, and reverse wave. Whoa. My face, my life, and my face. She says my face, and I was thinking to do something with the face. I was thinking a pretty long time, like checking different variations. How do I do exactly the face when she says the face? But then I realized I don't want to stick to the face. It's sometimes we don't need it. Yeah, sometimes when it's appropriate, when we have an easy variation to focus on the face when she says that, we can do it. But here, I was trying to find an option, but I didn't. So I was like, okay, whatever. The wave will be the face. So I can cry for twisted, funny grip. My age, my life, and my face. And my face.
Something I want, you know I'm jealous in my head, 'cause you look so good in my bed, I love it, so I can cry for my head, my life and my face, and I love wash off all the dirty dirt.
Do you hear this? Listen.
So good in my bed, and I love I can cry so I can cry for my head.
Ooh. And it's maybe not that easy to hear now with the speaker, but if you listen to the song in headphones or just like more clean sound, it's so obvious. Why I'm doing it? Yeah, because we have different layers of the music. If we only connect to the voice, or only connect to the piano, or only connect to the drums, it becomes obvious. The audience expects it, and it's just like one layer, which is already great. Yeah, which is great, and this is what we did in the previous lesson, and this is how we start working. But the more advanced you get, the more you try to connect, to hear different layers of the music, and then when you connect to them, it actually feels like your body can play all the instruments in the same time. Yeah, it's just much more, gives more volume to the choreography. Yeah, so we go with this sound.
So I can cry for my head, my life and my face, and I love.
And I will. We finished up the wave and we turn away. And my face, and I will. We're gonna turn to the left and we're gonna take the hair, because the song, like the lyrics, yeah, this moment is already emotional. So we're like wave and whoom here. Let's do it together.
She's got something I want, you know I'm jealous in my head, 'cause you look so good in my bed,
know at the moment you're like, what the hell is going on? Because the turn in together with the butterfly transition feels super fast. I know it. Obviously, we need more time, and therefore, usually I separate the steps. I separately teach the upgrade techniques when we learn more complex transitions. Yeah, we just do researches. I call it researches. So we take one move and we play with it. So we come up with different variations with more complex transitions, and then we can use them when we do the musicality section of the choreo, yeah, of this particular sequence. But here, I put it together because I'm limited in time, so we do it in the same time. That's why it feels like, what the hell is too hard? But it's okay. Yeah, so we need to use the momentum here. We start to turn. Yeah, we catch. We extend the arm. We shift our weight. Yeah, we start falling. From having our balance here on the leg, we start falling, same as we did before. Yeah, it's same technique. We just add a period, but we just need to make this shift of our weight faster. Yeah, from here, I fall. I just allow myself to fall. I don't try to stop myself. Yeah, if you lose your balance a little, it doesn't matter because you need to fall anyways. Just engage your shoulders so you catch yourself in a stronger position. Yeah, so from here, boom, step, step. And face, and I can, and I can cry for my age, my life, and my faith, and I will, and I will, I will. And then she says, wash off all the dirty, dirty thoughts I have about you and I. And so I was thinking, yeah, I was trying, because we have this this transition, but the music goes. Look at the music goes. So, she separates the sounds. Wash off all the, and so separately, wash off all that, four, and then dirty, dirty. She doesn't say dirty, dirty. She says dirty, dirty. So 1, 2, 3, 4, ta, ta. And then when she goes, thoughts I had about you and I, she connects them more. So wash off all that dirty, dirty thoughts I had about you and I. Okay? This is important, all right? You're like, what are you doing? Yes, this is how I do it. So I was trying to put this the transition what we had there into this music, but it didn't really fit, so I just decided to add on a little. Yeah, so from here, I just want to do a wave to come back down, but I'm doing it in 4 steps. Wash off all that. Yeah, just a wave. Open, in, hips. Head and arch. Chest and chin in, belly in, hips out. Wash off all that. And then dirty, dirty. And so I did the upgrade of the transition. We had this transition. Yeah. So what happens here, that we come, I have a whole lesson, a big lesson for how we play with this transition in my course. But now I will just give you the variation. Yeah. So if we think about it, what happens here, yeah, when we do this transition. So the leg goes here, and we turn from this side. We turn here, yeah, here, and then here. this is the trajectory of the move, right? We start on the right armpit, we turn and we shift our leg, we go to the left armpit, and we circle the leg around. So how I can change it? Lots of different ways, and what I decided which one I picked, because she says dirty, dirty, I need some I need two precise moves before I go in a soft move again. And so what I decided to do, I decided to do step. Okay, you're like, why are we going backwards? We actually need to go this direction. Yeah, we could go like this, but it doesn't fit to the music because dirty, dirty. So I do 2 steps, and I first go backwards and then again backwards. So in the end, I'm in the same shape, yeah, here, to continue this slide. Yeah, so I just changed the order a little. I just played with the direction of the move, but I kind of keep doing the same transition, okay? So I know maybe at the moment it's just like, what? Yeah, but believe me, it's the same transition. Yeah, so what we need to do here, whoop, we arrived here, and then we're here, right? So now, from down, I'm doing the same. I'm adding a step, boom, and I'm here, and I'm here, and I continue, right? So you see, it's the same transition, just with a twist. And so, how do I put it into the music? Wash off all the dirty. Here, when I raise up, I want to add a wave. Dirty thoughts. Dirty thoughts. Thoughts, and I want to accent on my head. Thoughts I had about you. Yeah, so finishing the same, just like as it was in the beginning, just a slide. And then here, she says about you and I. And so I need some, I need from this flow to make something di-di-di-di. Yeah, and so I change this move. Yeah, I go into this one, but as well as the previous time, I want to take off my hand and put it down. Boom, here. Why do I do this? I didn't explain it last time. I put my hand down because when it's here, it closes my shoulder. My left shoulder is closed. I can't really open my back much. But when I put it down, it allows me to open my back more. Yeah, like this, then like this. So it changes in the end your lines a lot. It allows you to make the movement bigger. Yeah, so obviously if you are a little more beginner, you can't pull up on one hand, so you have to use 2 hands. So that is okay as well. But when you get more advanced, you're able to do it on one hand, and then you're able to open more, so you can make the movement bigger. Yeah, and so from this left armpit, yeah, we are going first up, yeah, before we open the leg. We don't want to only do it like this. We want to pull up first and arch more and slide this leg. We want to go here first into this, like imagine you want to go into the bridge, so you start from your head, you're pulling up your chest, squeezing your shoulder blades a lot. So maybe that's why you prefer to start with 2 hands. Boom, and then you open this leg like you do butterfly, you go through the platform, but the other leg, yeah, you leave the knee and then you extend the leg. Yeah, so we change the direction of the movement a little. And then she says, I. And I go, I rotate from here, I rotate the leg inwards, yeah. Then I turn the whole body and extend. And I end up in the same shape. Yeah, like if I did this, but I add a circle inside, yeah, and so when she says, I I'm doing that circle. If you have both hands on the pole, this circle will not look the same because you really need to turn your chest to make the circle look nice. Yeah, so if I'm doing it from here, it looks different. Yeah, when I'm going from here, I'm able to rotate my shoulders more, so the movement looks bigger. Now listen what I did. Step, step. And now I can, we do the circle. Let me show you. Just look now. This is way more fast and intense as it was in the previous choreo. So I know, yeah, but my goal here is to show you how we can upgrade it, how from simple things, you know, from very basics, we can take it to literally any level, yeah, but when I split it in parts, you see that the moves are not that difficult. It's just all together they become this very complex thing. Okay, so one more time, and I'm gonna say what I'm doing. You know I'm jealous in my head 'cause you look so good in my bed. Get ready. And head, play. Step, turn, fall, step, step. In, turn away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step, step, turn, slide, up, circle. So, it definitely, before you do it with music like this, you need to many times do it without music. Yeah, I advise you to come back to when I was explaining it and do it one more time. Yeah, but just in general to repeat, yeah, all these parts together. My face, and I turn away, and then I do 4 steps, arch, in, chin in the chest, in the belly, out the hips. Wash off all that. Wash off all that. Separate it, because remember I told you she pronounced it like this. Wash off all that. Dirty, dirty will be the steps. Wash off all that. Left step backwards, and here you really need to pull up with the top hand and push with the bottom hand to help. So left leg goes backwards, dirty. Right leg goes around and backwards, dirty. And from here, I push to go up with a reverse wave. Whoa, I don't just go up like this, I go from the hips and I catch it, whoa, with my head into the turn. Because my goal is not just to raise up here, my goal is to turn to the pole and then turn to the other side. Yeah, and I use a wave to do it. I put a wave inside of this turn. So I start from my hips, and you can hold the pole with both hands during the whole transition. I just don't need it. I open the arm, again, as I told you, it allows me to open my shoulder more. So, wave into the head, into the turn, and drop backwards. Or you can even use a wave here when you go into the slide of the left leg. Yeah, so it could be reverse wave to go up, turn, and then regular wave to go down. Yeah, this is if you really want to complicate it even more. So, wash off all the left step, dirty right step, dirty the wave, thoughts, turn. I slide the leg, head about, head, raise, pull up, about you, the leg, and circle in. Here I rotate my hips inwards, heel inwards and knee outwards. Turn, rotate outwards and turn the whole body. Yeah, so the leg is behind me. And then I turn fully to the side, so I land in the same shape, in the same same position as in the original choreo. So what I need to do here, I need to rotate, yeah, my hips and my heel inside and then outside. But also when I turn outside, I start turning my whole body. So I'm now facing the audience with my chest. And when I extend my leg, when I start extending my leg, I turn there and I end up here. Yeah, so I go here, then I turn to the back of the pole, and then when I extend, I'm facing here. So, wash off all the dirty in thoughts I had, pull up about you, and I. And then she again pauses. So I slowly go up, and I can or will, I don't remember, and I can cry. Yeah, after the pause she says, cry. And here, instead of just going down like it was in the original choreo, I want to make an accent on this cry. So I'm going to, from here, I'm going to start a wave, bending the knee from here already, and I will go like boom. Literally, like imagine you take the chin and like want to take your hat off, yeah? So, and I will boom, cry. This will be, whoa, a little boom, like you freeze, but you don't really freeze. You slow down, so you have this impulse, boom, well, yeah. So we like a slow-mo, you know, like you're in the movie, the bullet, boom, and then whee, this is what you need to do, yeah. So boom and whoa, and then we do the same. I don't change this part much, yeah. So I just go to the right to leave the left leg, to the left to leave the right leg, and then I go from the left hip up, and yeah, and this is the end of what we learned. So, and I will, and I can cry of my age, my life and my face, and I will wash off all the dirty thoughts I had about you, and I can cry 'cause I've got something she has not. She has not. No, wait. Something. I need to listen.
So much is not enough. I can, so I can cry from my
step, step. Uh, cry because I've got, and then the tiny voice behind will be softer, and then so much she has not. So much hip, head, and then down she has not. Yeah, right, left, right, figure 8, and we go down. She has not. Okay, let me show you. Ready? Head, way, step, turn, fall, step, step, in, up, turn away. 1, 2, 3, 4, step, around, up, turn. Oh, up, down, down, down. Okay, it is fast. I know. You need to really learn it first many times, and before you can put it into the music. And yeah, as I already told you, we have a limited time and we have to be very intense, right? Because I try to give you lots of information here, but usually when you take my classes or a course, we do it step by step, slowly, so you have time to actually practice all of it, to digest all the information. Yeah, and it's much easier to apply. Yeah, because now I try to explain you everything I do, and obviously it's just overwhelming, and maybe it feels a little bit too hard now, but believe me, if we do it a little slower, you will see that it's all possible, and not only you can dance it, but you can create it by yourself. And this is what I saw many times my students do. And what is interesting, one of my students from the very first group, she already was a teacher, and I have a friend. She's a very famous pole dancer and dancer in heels from another country, and she knows that student, my student. She knows it for many years, and she just texted me that, Kira, I'm so surprised. I know that Andrea is doing your mentorship, doing your course, and I know her for 7 years already, and I'm so surprised that now when I see, I know that she's doing your course, and I see how creative she's got, how differently she hears the music now, and how she can the choreographies she creates, she makes, they are so interesting and complex. And because the things that I tell you now, it's not just I'm not teaching you the choreography. Okay, this is not the goal of this course. If I wanted to teach you a choreo, I would just teach you a choreo. Yeah, but I want to give you the tools. Yeah, as I say, I don't give you the fish, I teach you the fishing, so you can do it by yourself. And this is what many of my students already did, and that's why it was so precious for me to get that message from the girl, because I know I love my students. They're my kids, they're my babies, and yes, when I see the results, I'm so happy for them. But when other people from the side can see it, it means that it's real, it's true. And that was so, I'm saying it, I'm just feeling it, that the things I tell you, if you just pay more attention, if you really use it, you will be able to create, to unlock your creativity and to make such choreographies by yourself. So we're gonna do one more time. And remember, I told you in the previous class how important it is to connect to the sound, not only rhythmically, but also emotionally, because now I was more explaining you the rhythmical part, yeah, how we split it here, and you know, like ooh, 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 and all this part, but also it is important what we feel here, yeah, and like, let's just think, and I can cry, yeah. So we're not going into this cry, into this wave, like oh, because you don't start crying like this straight away. Yeah, I mean sometimes it happens, but it's usually is like the moment of like weakness. Yeah, you might be hysterical later, but when you start, just the moment you start crying, is not this straight away. It's like, and then it gets more intense. So imagine just like this moment of you starting is like, yes, so you more just like give up, surrender to this process here, into this way. So it's more relaxed. So and I can cry for my, and this I also do, I don't do that big wave as we did previous time, but just like a little for my, just a little impulse. Yeah, don't do it big because we don't have time for it, and it's not such strong accent in the music, because in the previous class she had I, yeah, so we had this big accent with the chest. So here, for my age, and I start turning away age, yeah, I can cry for my age, and then woo, 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 woo. So this is just like a light turn. My life, I turn away, and my face, and I can always forget what exactly she says. And here I literally, I take that hair, yeah, because I already get really emotional here, yeah, so we'll go into the process, boom. And this, a little more precise, as she says, but I don't do it very like, I could do it sharper, yeah, I could do it, but this is not, she doesn't say wash, that, she says wash off all that, like separately but not sharp. So I don't go sharp, yeah, so I don't really get very like tense here. It's more, imagine again, you're crying or you're something and you're like ta 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 ta, you're like just get this feeling in your body, yeah, and put it here, wash off all that, and then boom, dirty, yeah, dirty thoughts. So we got a little, we still have a little sexy meaning in this song. Dirty thoughts, you look so good in my bed, yeah, she's not thinking, singing about love, she's singing about sex, yeah, so we here, dirty, we go with the hips, dirty thoughts, yeah, we're going a little into more like waving and stuff like this to connect to what she says. I heard about you and I, and then this one, whoop, yeah, like head goes not just backwards but boom to the left, and I can cry, yeah, cry here, and this is the emotional point. No, so much, I've got so much, she has not. I've got so much that bitch has not. Yeah, what the fuck, I'm better, why he's choosing her. So this is big. It's not like, ooh, yeah, it's emotional. So much, she has not. No, she has not, yeah. So it's important here to allow yourself to surrender to these feelings, yeah, and it's a mixture of like, pain, regret, or something, with in the same time like sexual like desire or something. Yeah, so it's a mix of pain and like a bit seducing still. Okay, let's go. Ready? Yeah, all right, this is how it looks. And now I'm going to say, yeah, what I do so you can follow. Ready? And head, base, step, turn, fall, step, in, up, turn away. 1, 2, 3, 4, step, and turn and slide up, circle and left, right, up, down, down. Okay, it's a little hard to do it and to talk in the same time, but I'm trying because like when I talk I am not that emotional, and when I dance it's important for me to make the movement look like this. I need to to feel it. Yeah, it really changes for me, and this is an important part. Same as I told you about the face. Yeah, that I don't think about what my face is doing. I just allow myself to feel. So when I allow myself to feel, it's really hard to talk and stay calm, because when I feel it, I want to talk. I want to pronounce things a little differently. Yeah. So obviously, when I got the feelings, I would not stay with calm words, and same goes to the movement. It really changes a lot the way I dance, the way I do moves, the way they look. Okay, so you for that, you guys really need to allow yourself to feel it, and I'm sharing lots of things, a lot of techniques about it, but let me tell you this. What she sings now, something that I've experienced in my life, and it doesn't hurt me anymore, because this is not what I'm feeling now, but this is what I had in my life. So when I dance about it, I'm not just like dancing something, I'm literally like telling you the story that really happened, but I don't have to tell you what happened. This is so beautiful. Like, think about it. Yeah, I just admitted now, I told you that it happened to me, but I didn't have to. When I dance it, I just really like allow myself to feel it, because it really, like, I had that story in my life, but no one knows it. So no one actually have to know, and you just can let go, release, like live through these emotions. You can just like allow them to be, allow yourself to tell this story without saying what exactly happened. Isn't this beautiful? I feel like this is one of the most precious and valuable parts of dancing, that for me personally is a therapy. And for me, I feel like I never, and this is what I teach to my students, that you never need to come up with something, the beauty of the process of this approach that I teach. And I'm confident of saying it because I have lots of students who experienced it, and now they're saying that now it became so easy for them to make choreos, to create, to express their feelings, because they never feel like they need to come up with something, but they just express what they have because they know they have all the tools, they have all the techniques, they know what to do, and they don't just know it because it's in the list, but they did it so many times with me that now it's in their body, it's in their system. It's just like when you know the language, you just talk. You don't, you might need to think a little how to phrase it better, how to articulate it more precisely, but you know what if you have something to say, you just talk. And dancing and creating is same like this, because you already have it. And so for me, this part, imagine like when I dance now, when I dance like this, what I feel, I don't feel, this is one little secret, okay, be focused now because this is important. When I dance, I don't think like I have 1,000 people here and I dance for them. I think that I have a conversation with one person, this one person in front of me, and I'm telling my story to my friend. Yeah, your best friend, and you're sharing it like the way it is. You don't do that, oh, once upon a time, this happened in the forest. No, you just start like, you start saying it, and then the emotions just naturally come, and then this is the honest conversation what you have. And this is what I am trying to teach you, to show you, that I just use the techniques, I just use the moves to tell to my friend, to my close friend, what I feel. And this is very personal, and that's why when I dance with music, it's emotional, it's touching, because for me this is the process. You are now my best friend and I'm talking to you. This is how it feels. And it might be a little bit different depending on the style, because maybe when you dance more like hard style, like more aggressive choreo, then you imagine like you're entertaining many people. But because at the moment I'm teaching you this, so I'm sharing you this particular technique. And obviously the more different styles, different stories we have, it's going to be a little different. And so all of them, all of the techniques I'm sharing in my course. And so now here in this lesson, I've told you about, I've told you more advanced techniques. It was a combination of upgrades, upgrade techniques, and usually in the course we take one movement and we start playing with one movement, and we make like 10-ish or more, like, or less different variations of this particular move. So then later, when you need to upgrade a certain move in the choreo, you already know how to do it. So in that section, we take one move and we play with it, we take another move and we play with it, another move, another move, another move. And like this, first of all, you learn lots of variations of one movement, of many movements. And second, you understand, by doing it many times with me, you understand how to do it by yourself with another move. So then later, you take another movement and you apply the same techniques, and you come up with lots of variation for that move by yourself. And this is so much fun. I love doing it. I call it a research. I just play, and it just feels like you're creating, you're exploring, you're discovering. This is also very interesting. So in this lesson, I couldn't really focus on this much because I wanted to more teach you the final result of the choreo, to focus on that. But in the course, we separately work on this, like discovering techniques, discovering movements, how you can create transitions by yourself. You feel like you're you're inventing. This is amazing. And the other part of this lesson is the musicality. When I showed you how I work with music, a little bit more advanced techniques that we did in the previous class. So we worked on musicality rhythmically, so putting the moves into the music, and also emotionally. For emotional connection, yeah, we need more time, obviously. I teach different techniques, how to make the movement look smooth and sharp, how to make it more like light, dramatic or sexy. All of these techniques I explain on my course is just like too much, you know, to put it all in one class. So I just kind of explain you that we can do it, but I couldn't really show you all the techniques. But yeah, like for example, we have techniques of breathing, how exactly we connect the breathing to the movement. We literally do the exercises to make the movement look like this. Yeah. Then how to make the same movement look more lyrical or more sexy, for example, or more aggressive. So I show exactly the techniques, how we do this, or that. Yeah, and lots of other things. Yeah. So it's very complex. Yeah, and I can't just put it all of it into this mini course, and that's why I have a big course, because imagine how much more information is there. So another part of it, yeah, is creation process, and this is something that I'm not really touching much here. I'm more just like showing you that we had this step 1, working on core elements, step 2, putting them together, making transitions and creating a combo, step 3, upgrading the moves, yeah, technically, and step 4, putting them into the music rhythmically and emotionally, right? And all of them together make it step 5, which will be creating this by yourself. And in this step 5, I go through all of them and I give you the map, I give you the like the essence of everything, that you have a checklist and you kind of put it all together and you can make this by yourself. So by yourself you can create the sequence, by yourself you can upgrade it, by yourself you can put in the music, and by yourself you can find the way to connect to the sound and express the emotions. And what's the most important, that by yourself you can tell the story that you want. Yeah, and I have a few different techniques that I like. One you kind of could see here a little bit, yeah, like creating a sequence and upgrading it. Another one will be making a choreography from the scratch. Yeah, so we just start with music, not with the choreo. We start with music, and from the music we create. But how to do it, I explain in the creation part. So here, yeah, we've learned the 4 steps. Yeah, and you guys could really see how it works. You could perhaps grasp like some techniques. You could understand the philosophy of the movement that I teach. And if you guys feel that you want to learn more, you are very welcome to join my EXO-based course that I am going to tell you about now.
All right, my friends, so this was the part 4. I really hope that you loved it. Let me know how it was for you. So we covered all the essential steps. We did it quite rapidly given the limited time that we had, but if you realize that this was beneficial for you, that you love my method and my teaching approach and want to delve deeper into cultivating your unique style, I invite you to join me for the EXO-based course. And there, instead of 4 one-hour lessons, we will have 6 to 8 months of dedicated work where we will build your style step by step. Let me tell you a little bit about my students that I had previously in the EXO-based program. One of them is Andrea. She was already pretty advanced when she came to me, and funny enough that she was the most excited about the fundamentals model, even though she was already advanced. But I remember she said that she always felt that she was a copy of other people, that she was redoing the movement of other dancers, and the movement never felt like home, and she felt really unconfident trying her own things, experimenting, especially expressing emotions, and that was our biggest focus on in her case. And now she became a really unique dancer, creator, and my colleagues, other high-level pole dancers, told me like, I know Andrea for so many years, and the transformation that I can see is incredible. She became a creator. Her choreographies are so unique, and now she has workshops in different countries. And she has her own mentorship program now, and she teaches as an instructor in my EXO-based course, and my students really love her. And it's incredible because when she started EXO-based, she had an office job that she didn't really like. She was always busy, but now she quit her job and fully focused on teaching and even traveling the world with her workshops. That's just incredible. And let me share with you another story. My student Michelle, in the beginning of the course, she didn't teach, she didn't perform. She told me, oh, I just do it for myself, I don't really want to. But in reality, she was just not confident enough to do it. And this is her feedback. It's incredible. It's honestly incredible how deeply my time in EXO-based has shaped and transformed me. I've become so much more confident and grounded in what I do. I post way more videos on Instagram now, not because I'm trying to prove anything, but because I genuinely enjoy sharing what I'm choreographing without being crushed by self-doubt or perfectionism. I'm just really, truly happy. After such a long time, I finally discovered the joy of dancing and teaching for myself. Pole dance has become my personal me time, my healing space, and it gives me so much strength. I'm so grateful every time I get to pass that to others. So now she became a teacher, and not only a teacher, but also she became teaching workshops, and her workshops from the first class were always full, and she just signed up for her first competition. And this is such a great transformation, because I remember her telling me that she doesn't even want it, and yeah, she did. She was just not confident in herself. And yeah, now when she developed all the skills and she could see how talented, how unique she is, it's really beautiful transformation. And I was so surprised because in the end, her homeworks were so creative. Her movement was not my movement at all. The things she did were really unique, and I'm really, really proud of her. And yeah, her students love her so much, and I am really happy about this this experience. And another beautiful student, the story of Jessica is very beautiful. She's a very special girl, a very kind heart. Unfortunately, she was very unconfident as well, and I could see the lack of confidence and inner strength, that she couldn't really hear her own voice. But through this journey, I could see her really blossom, and the changes that happened in her life. I'm obviously not going to share it, but this was so touching for me. And this is what she says. My dear Kira, thank you for all the feedback and the support that you gave me. EXO-based has been the best investment I've ever done. I don't only see the improvement, but I feel it. You gave me wings. You inspired me to pursue a career of becoming an instructor myself. I hope I can be at least half of the great instructor that you are. Money doesn't buy you talent, not happiness, but money can buy you a great course that makes you happy. and this course is the EXOSTYLE. This is such a beautiful feedback, and the choreos that she makes, I remember she also told me that she wanted to develop her dance skills, but she didn't even hope that she will be able to create her own choreographies, and now she can, and it happens so easily. And she said, I couldn't believe that I will be able to do it, that I will become one of that creators. And she enjoys it so much, and yeah, I'm super happy for her. And this is just a few examples that I wanted to give you, and there are many, and I am really proud and happy for every student that I had. And if you guys will decide to become one of my students, there are a few of the examples of my students and their stories, and maybe one day I will be sharing your story if you decide to become my student and take the EXOSTYLE course. So I will see you in the final webinar of this course. All the details about the webinar will be sent via WhatsApp and email, so make sure you check them out. So if you want to continue learning in the full program, at the moment, as I mentioned before, the enrollment is closed, but you can still join the waitlist. This gives you the access to the best offer, to the best prices when the doors will open. So if you join the waitlist for the EXOSTYLE, for the big course, you receive 3 extra days of the access to the mini course EXOSTYLE. Okay guys, I hope that you enjoy this course, enjoy this practice. Please film yourself and tag me in Instagram. I'm really excited to see the results, and I will share my favorite of your creations and my stories. Thank you so much for joining the course. I really wish you to enjoy your dancing journey, have fun, grow, develop, try new things, and I look forward to seeing you in the final webinar.